Imagine a marketplace bigger than Silk Road, hidden in the shadows of the internet. A place where you could buy anything: drugs, weapons, hacked data, even hitmen. It was called AlphaBay. And in just 3 years, it made over $1 billion. But then, one day, it vanished. No warning. No explanation. What really happened to AlphaBay? And why did its kingpin end up dead? In a prison cell under mysterious circumstances. This is the rise and eerie fall of AlphaBay, the dark web's Amazon. It all began in late 2014, as the infamous Silk Road marketplace was taken down by the FBI. A vacuum was left in the dark web economy. That vacuum was quickly filled by a new player, AlphaBay. Launched by an enigmatic figure using the alias Alpha02. AlphaBay grew rapidly. It was sleek. It was fast. It was secure. And it was untouchable, or so it seemed. AlphaBay accepted Bitcoin and Monero, two cryptocurrencies that made tracing transactions nearly impossible. In a matter of months, it hosted thousands of vendors, selling everything from cocaine and heroin to stolen credit card numbers and malware for hire. It became so powerful that some called it the Amazon of the dark web. But who was Alpha02? The man behind the marketplace was a 25-year-old Canadian named Alexandre Cazes, a seemingly average, tech-savvy guy living in Thailand. What made him different? He was cocky, careless, and very rich. Cazes flaunted his wealth. Lamborghinis, mansions, luxury vacations. He lived like a crypto kingpin, believing no one would ever connect the dots. But AlphaBay's success had caught the attention of international law enforcement. And they were closing in. In July 2017, the FBI, DEA, and Europol executed a highly coordinated global takedown. AlphaBay was seized. Servers were captured. Vendors were arrested. And Alexandre Cazes was caught in Thailand. But here's where it gets bizarre. Days after his arrest, Cazes was found dead in his jail cell. The official story: suicide by hanging. But here's the twist. He was set to be extradited. He hadn't even met with his lawyer. And his assets, including encrypted wallets, vanished after his death. Did Cazes really kill himself? Or did someone silence him, someone who didn't want secrets exposed? Was it the government? A rival? Or someone inside AlphaBay itself? Some believe Cazes had access to a massive trove of dark web secrets, identities, transactions, even ties to organized crime. Others claim AlphaBay's shutdown was just the beginning. A shadow war between Darknet marketplaces and global intelligence. And in 2021, 4 years later, whispers emerged online. AlphaBay is back. A user claiming to be DeSnake, AlphaBay's original co-founder, launched a reboot, promising more security, anonymity, and revenge. But no one knows for sure if it's real, or if it's a trap. 4 years after AlphaBay's dramatic collapse, something terrifying happened. A message appeared on dark web forums, signed by a name thought long gone. DeSnake. AlphaBay is back, he said. And this time, we are untouchable. Was this a resurrection? Or a trap set by global intelligence? The ghost of AlphaBay has returned. But this time, it's darker, smarter, and far more dangerous. In 2021, 4 years after Alexandre Cazes was found dead in a Thai prison, a post appeared on dark web forums. The poster claimed to be DeSnake, co-founder of the original AlphaBay. He wasn't just relaunching the marketplace, he was promising revenge. DeSnake said he had learned from every mistake. No more centralized servers. No more Bitcoin. Only Monero, a privacy coin nearly impossible to trace. And his new AlphaBay, allegedly hosted using a never-before-seen security protocol. The message sent ripples across the dark web. Vendors started migrating. Buyers whispered about the return. Law enforcement, silent, watching. While authorities believed Cazes was AlphaBay's brain. DeSnake had always lurked in the shadows. His true identity remains unknown. No confirmed photos. No known IP logs. And now, he claimed to be operating from a place beyond jurisdiction. But here's where it gets really strange. DeSnake claimed he knew Cazes was going to be caught. In fact, he claimed the entire takedown was a setup and that Cazes' death wasn't suicide, but execution. He hinted at a conspiracy involving international intelligence agencies, rival Darknet cartels and compromised vendors. Was this just paranoia? Or was DeSnake telling the truth? After AlphaBay 2.0 launched, cybercriminal chatter exploded. Some users claimed they were approached by anonymous accounts offering thousands in crypto in exchange for dirt on law enforcement infiltration. Others reported their devices being remotely wiped after contacting DeSnake. Then, something chilling. An ex-FBI agent came forward in a leaked interview. We didn't get everything. There were layers of AlphaBay we never touched. Could DeSnake have survived with a backup of the original site? Could Cazes' laptop, encrypted, never fully cracked, still be somewhere out there? In 2023, cyber intelligence firms reported suspicious traffic patterns linked to AlphaBay domains. But the site wasn't accessible through normal dark web channels. Only through invitation-based cryptographic tunnels. Impossible to trace without inside access. Even more disturbing, vendors were spotted selling government credentials, biometric data, and even access to private surveillance drones. And behind every transaction, the signature, DeSnake. If DeSnake is real and AlphaBay has truly returned, we may be entering a new era of digital crime. One where no one is safe. Not users. Not law enforcement. Not governments. Alexandre Cazes may have died in 2017. But his empire may have never truly ended. What if AlphaBay wasn't just a criminal marketplace? What if it was something more? A tool used not only by criminals, but by governments. What if the man behind AlphaBay was working with intelligence agencies? And his death wasn't a mistake. It was a message. Welcome back to the darkest corners of the internet, where power, secrets, and death collide. In the years since AlphaBay's takedown, independent cybersecurity analysts and whistleblowers have uncovered troubling patterns. Hidden in the site's architecture were backdoors, code snippets capable of logging user data. But not for vendors. Only for select buyers. Who installed them? Some claim Alexandre Cazes was pressured into cooperation by Western intelligence, possibly even before his arrest. And then, this bombshell from a leaked Europol memo. AlphaBay was under joint observation as early as 2015, subject showed willingness to cooperate before operations were terminated. Terminated. Or eliminated. Multiple anonymous sources claim AlphaBay had become a hunting ground. Not just for drugs or weapons, but for information. Buyers with .gov credentials were traced to purchases of leaked data from foreign governments. Cybersecurity firm Paxintel released a report showing that AlphaBay may have served as a digital black market for intelligence agencies. They bought zero-day exploits, surveillance tools, and remote access malware. Not to stop crime, but to use it. And here's where it gets darker. A former intelligence contractor, hiding under the alias Kestrel, told a Darknet podcast, AlphaBay was never just a marketplace. It was a sandbox. A digital war zone. And everyone was in on it. Just before his arrest, Cazes attempted to upload an encrypted folder titled Last Insurance to a private server. Authorities claimed the upload failed. But Darknet users believe otherwise. Days after his death, a message appeared on a hidden forum. They killed him. But the key is still alive. DS. DeSnake. The message included a SHA-256 hash believed to match a dead man's switch. One that could expose the real players behind AlphaBay. if decrypted. And then, silence. Some believe AlphaBay was compromised from the beginning. Others claim DeSnake was never real, a government AI used to lure in global traffickers. Still, more chilling theories suggest Cazes was given a choice: work with us or disappear. And when he refused to play by the rules, he was found hanging in a cell under suicide watch. No surveillance footage. No final phone call. Just silence. And a sealed coffin. Was AlphaBay truly taken down or simply rebooted? With new masters behind the curtain, is DeSnake fighting for justice? Or hiding behind a mask forged by intelligence agencies? And what's in the last insurance file? If it ever surfaces, it could expose the largest collaboration between crime and state in internet history. Until then, the truth remains buried, encrypted in the shadows of the dark web. This is True Crime Stories AI. Subscribe for more as we dig deeper into stories no one else dares to touch. Because sometimes, crime isn't just about greed. Sometimes, it's about power.